Are you tired of high-pressure tactics?
No, I'm not going to sign that. It's too much.
At Community Auto Group, you'll find we have a straightforward approach.
If other dealers have made you uncomfortable, give Community a try. You'll enjoy your experience here and find a straightforward deal that's right for you, not high-pressure tactics.
Community Auto Group, straightforward deals from the straightforward dealer.
Okay, we'll call the meeting of the Board of Supervisors to order. Before us, today's agenda and the minutes of the meeting of August 20th.
This time I so move to approve the agenda presented this morning in the past meeting of the 20th of August.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the minutes of the meeting of the 20th and today's agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Old business.
Have none?
Sure. New business. Mary?
Not a whole lot new to report on. Tuttle's removed the asphalt from Wheeler Wood.
Oh, good.
And they've got it kind of degrade, and we're gonna go out and do some shaping and get it the way we like it. And then they will have some rock on it, and then it should be done.
Okay.
And then B20's coming along. They probably got almost 3/4 of a mile crushed. And that's slow going, but it's going. Nothing unusual is happening or anything to report on, so it's just moving
So
along.
they got it all crushed now?
They've started crushing. They got 3/4 of a mile, probably about that
Okay.
crushed. So
Okay.
almost a third of it. So yeah. And then lastly, we had an employee's last day on August 15th due to health issues, and so we have an opening, and I would just like your consideration to advertise to replace him. I looked at the last applications, and those were due the beginning of June. So I think we're out of that 60-day window, unfortunately, to reuse the old applications. So if I could move forward with posting for that position, I would appreciate it. Hopefully we can get him started end of September, beginning of October, and kind of get him used to the equipment he would be using for snow removal, if that's okay with you guys.
Sounds neat.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep,
All right.
go ahead and start advertising.
All right, thank you. That's all I really
Sure.
have.
What was the tentative on B20 completion?
Mid-October is tentatively. Of course, it goes by working days. I haven't looked at this week's working day report to see how many working days they use, but yeah.
I drive that way all the time.
You're not the only one. There's a lot of people taking gravel. I'm really surprised at how many people are willing to drive on gravel, but yeah.
Do we have to work, it's probably hot enough, we could start seeing stuff.
Okay.
Again, I mean,
Yeah,
the pavement
like on
work.
Lark and S33. We haven't had any blowouts yet. So
Okay.
that's about it. Unless you guys have any questions.
Gentlemen, so,
No.
let this over. Great, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, county auditors, claims.
Claims here today for your consideration.
At this time, I make a motion to approve the claims as presented this morning and have you sign the appropriate.
And I would second that.
Motion made and seconded to approve the claims and authorize the chair's signature where appropriate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Payroll.
No payroll issues today.
Drainage, open and consider bids for Drainage District 49.
Here is the one sole bid for your consideration.
If you guys can remember, Drainage District 49 is just on the south. Oh, you did?
Sorry.
Anyway,
How could we forget?
yeah, and it's gonna be an open ditch, and we decided that it's long enough that we ought to have a bid process. And here's the only bid. Okay, open the channel, excavate and dispose of the tile is 1,911 feet. Anyway, I ain't gonna read them all off because it's $13,860.
Who's the bid from?
And the bid is from Iowa Drainage. And I talked to him one day when he was over there looking at it, so, a couple months ago. And since we don't have any other bids, I guess I'd make a motion that we accept his bid and.
Okay,
Okay, then I'll second that.
okay, discussion. This is a little bit less than what they were ballparking for a price, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think it was around 14,000 is what he's talked. Did he have an estimate the first time, or was it 10,000?
I think he gave us a number.
The engineer's estimate was $17,935.
So that's a good bid, I think.
Right. Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. Chair will call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay.
Was that
$13,860 from Iowa Drainage.
Okay.
Verify them with the grand prize winner. Okay, item C, county treasurer, Patty?
Standard business, I've been storing these up, 2 mobile homes that just need your consideration to go ahead and get them off of our books. Either they've been junked or removed out of the state.
Okay. Small amounts, $97 and $168.
Yes.
Gentlemen, your wishes?
I would so move under the county treasurer's business to update those taxes presented this morning on those junk trailer homes.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to abate taxes on 2 mobile homes totaling $97 and $168 upon the recommendation of the county treasurer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Item 3 is a tabled item today. D, county conservation. Presentation and motion to approve county conservation board land donation.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Fred, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Visual aid.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Just a little basic introductory information here. Obviously, the Saragordo County Conservation Board has been around since 1958, so if I do the math correctly, it's about 55 years of continued professional and proactive management dedicated to the conservation of natural resources and providing quality outdoor recreation experiences to the general public. And over those 55 plus years, I think the Conservation Board has been pretty progressive and reasonable and trying to work with the public on current trends and things like that. Well, with that said, we were contacted back in late spring this year by Mr. Charles Walker of Clear Lake, Iowa. And he had a roughly 24 and a half acre, just under 25 acre piece of property that was essentially a hobby farm for him. It's located in section 17 of Lincoln Township in the northwest quarter of the southwest quarter. I kind of tried to highlight it there for you. It has both restored prairie and some remnant prairie. There's a small creek that bisects the property, numerous small wet meadow areas in the property, and then over the last 20 plus years, he has done some extensive tree and shrub planting, Norway spruce, white spruce, red cedar, walnut, bur oak, bitternut hickory, gray dogwood, red twig dogwood, lilac, crabapple, and Nanking cherry. So the area is pretty much a ready-made, good-to-go wildlife area. It also has been enrolled in the SLU bill, so most of the taxes have been waived on that because of the state statutes, the Iowa code, that allows, if the property meets minimum specifications, it can be taken off the tax rolls. Anyway, he approached the County Conservation Board about donating this property to Saragordo County, essentially with no strings attached. The Conservation Board did ask him if he would be interested in proprietary naming rights, and he has suggested a name for the area. Anyway, at present, all the legal issues have been taken care of. Abstract and title opinion are completed, warranty deeds been recorded, all legal fees paid, and as of last Tuesday night, the County Conservation Board officially accepted the donation as an agent of Saragordo County. As per typical protocol and procedure, when the County Conservation Board has a donation, they bring it to the county supervisors for formal, final approval. So that's really where I'm at today. Any questions about the parcel property?
Yes, I think I'm aware of where it is, because that creek that runs through that section was with Mrs. Nissen's property, and I'm pretty acquainted with it now. Some of the plantings there that are in place again, can you go through those?
Sure, absolutely. He's got Norway spruce, white pine, red cedar, walnut trees, bur oak trees, bitternut hickory, gray dogwood, red twig dogwood, lilac, crabapple, and Nanking cherry, and native prairie grasses. So those are the trees and shrubs. But
Now, will this be just a wildlife area for the wildlife to be, or will this be set up for a park someday, or what?
I would say it will mainly be wildlife and public enjoyment area. Yeah, I don't see us doing any development as far as, it's a small enough area. It does have two existing accesses. There's already access points, because the way the creek bisects the property, to get to the east side and the west side, there's existing access areas there, so we won't have to do any development there, and potentially have to work with the county engineer, so that's all taken care of. So just put in a small, probably 2 or 3 car parking lot on the east access, on the east side of the creek there for the public. Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay.
Is there any reason why they wanted to give us this, or?
Basically, his wife passed away a few years ago, and so I think he's just kind of, he's been retired for 20 plus years, and I think he's just kind of getting rid of some of his assets. And he had a similar property like this up in Winnebago County that he told me about, that he donated to the Winnebago County Conservation Board. So just kind of philanthropic in nature, and just wanted to give something back.
And just a question, I think that's a great deal. I was just curious, what's that net as far as off the tax rolls? Just curious.
Since it has been in a tax exempt program for 20 plus years, we'd have to go back and.
So it has been pretty much tax exempt?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was enrolled in the SLU bill, which is a state of Iowa program that was implemented back in the late 70s, where if a property meets minimum criteria with both natural wetlands and restored and native prairies, they can apply for exemption and have it taken off of, as long as it's maintained in a non-commercial row crop situation. That's what this property has been. So,
thanks, Fred.
Yep.
Well, I do think that this is something that we need throughout the county. And I want to say that I think when you talk to him, give him a big thank you from us.
Very good, yep. All right. And just the final thing that will have to be done is he will be coming back to the county supervisors to get an IRS donee acceptance form that he can turn in for his own tax purposes. So, and I'll coordinate that through his attorney. The attorney that's been working on this is Matt Berry from Clear Lake. So I'll either deliver the paper to you, or Matt Berry will, one of the two. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you and your board for being so progressive to be the recipients of this and accommodating.
Well, yeah, and, just in closing, it is really a total win-win situation, because the property's been sitting there all these years for his personal enjoyment and off the tax rolls, and now, his gesture of goodwill, he wants it to be a public use area for the public to enjoy for perpetuity, which is a pretty neat situation. And then also with the riparian area there through it, it does protect that little stream as far as water quality there. So.
And the way the economic system is today, that's worth pretty good money.
That's right. Yeah.
So he's
Oh, yeah.
it's a nice donation.
Yep. All right, very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the conservation from the land donation.
Okay. And I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the land donation to the county conservation board. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Manure management plans, H&R Partnership and Norton Deer Hogs.
I hear you guys had a real rough time with it last week.
Well, we did struggle without you. I'll have to
You guys
admit
probably
that.
didn't know what to do.
It was tough.
At this time, I'll make a motion that both of these are just renewals and it's the normal thing they gotta file every year. They file them with us and they look fine, and I'll make a motion that we put one on file and send one to DNR.
Yeah.
For each of them, which is the H&R Partnership and Dornbury Hog Incorporated.
And also second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept the manure management plans and forward them on to the Department of Natural Resources. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item F, agreements and contracts.
No.
Item G, appointments.
At this time,
Correspondence and communication. We're down to our final item.
Motion to adjourn.
okay, and I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, everyone.